Hello, everybody. I'm Jackie K. Cooper, and it is Thursday, so it's Tell Me a Story Thursday, and that's when I read from one of my earlier books, not a new book, The Wisdom of Winter, still available in bookstores, Amazon. Get your copy, boy, before they sell out. Yeah, just get your copy. But I want to read the story today from my first book, Journey of a Gentle Southern Man, and this is my grumpy old man story. Get off that lawn, kids. That's the way it is. But I was reading it before I got ready to read it on camera, and I thought, you really sound like a grumpy old man. But here goes anyway. The golden rule should apply at theaters. I am constantly astounded by the rudeness of people. Of course, I probably blunder just as much as they do, but it is easier to see the faults of others than our own. But I do try to avoid doing those things that tick me off completely when others do them. My current pet peeve is theater etiquette. It isn't any formal list of do's and don'ts that should be used, but rather just common sense. Still, for some people who go to plays, concerts, movies, etc., the common sense they do possess is left at home, or disappears when they buy their tickets. Case in point, a few weeks ago, my wife and I, plus another couple, went to the Sandy Patty concert in Macon. Sandy is a singer of religious songs, and she's one of our favorites. It was held at the Coliseum and was by reserved seating, of course. When we got there, an usher took us to our seats, which were already occupied. He asked to see those people's tickets, and they clearly showed the people were in the wrong section. "You don't understand," the lady in my seat said. "We're all from Hawkinsville, and we want to sit together." She seemed to think that answered it all and made no move to change seats. The usher, however, was insistent that they had to go into their proper seats. "But we want to sit together," she repeated, giving me and my friends a dirty look. The usher held firm, and the lady and 3 children got up and moved down to where their friends were sitting. Instead of moving, the adults took the seats and held the children in their laps for the entire concert, which did not make the kids happy. They complained constantly, which did not make me happy. Later, as the concert progressed, there seemed to be a steady procession of people going to the concession stand, to the restrooms, to wherever. It didn't matter what Sandy was singing, these people were going to move. Most of them were teenage girls who seemed to think that the rest of us in the audience were in need of gazing at their beauty. They were wrong. We just wanted them out of our line of sight. There was an intermission in the show. Why couldn't these people have waited until then for Coke, souvenirs, and all that? You would think they were out on the Sahara Desert rather than at a concert. As the concert drew to an end, the thoughts of a crowded parking lot began to loom in people's minds. Forget the final song or the encores. These folks just wanted to get back on the road. So the recessional began. Up the aisle with kids and blankets and pillows in tow they came. I have never asked a performer what this does to the mood of a show. I'm sure it affects it. I did go to a Mitzi Gaynor show one time where she stopped her performance to ask a couple coming into the front row 15 minutes late why they were late. The audience applauded her for being bold enough to ask the question. In the past, refreshments were not allowed in most theaters. Not today. Anything goes. Beer and wine can be bought in the lobby and brought to the theater to be consumed during the show. So in addition to talkers and walkers, we now must also contend with drunks. I guess my question is, why do people go to the theater? For most, it is a chance to get out of the house and have a night of entertainment. For others, it's a chance to drink, gossip, or bother others. Those are the ones I wish would stay at home. The old saying of do unto others as you would have them do unto you is a judge of how you should behave. Think of the things you enjoy the most and how you would not want them ruined. At every player concert, this is how someone in the audience feels. Paying for your ticket does not authorize you to ruin it for anyone else. One final note. A friend of mine said he went to a revival at an auditorium recently, and people were rushing out to their cars during the closing prayer. For the people deserve to be first out to the parking lot. Nothing is sacred. I remember writing that many years ago. It felt good. Got a lot of stuff off my chest. Now you get to hear it. This has been Jackie K. Cooper, sending love and hope.